I was thinking of my mates. I was even afraid of them getting caught. But they kept flogging me off in the conversation. They kept turning it around and putting it on me going, nah, maybe you scafing too much or maybe this and that. So they were just bullshitting me. They were playing games with me in my life. They knew what was going on. So every time I tried to explain to them, they'd redirect the conversation and focus it back on me. That's what they'd done with everything. Like I'm the one with the problem. That's what people were doing. Okay, towards the end of 2014. Juliet Dunn contacted me on the 8th, 2014. Now Juliet Dunn, she's my cousin. The system knows now. Now me and Juliet, when we were like 12, she came over one time there in Castle, 1A Castle Court, in Ferndale or Linwood. She came over with her friend. Byron was like her friend's girlfriend and I was like Juliet. You know what I mean? We were cousins. You know, we were 12 and I think we kissed each other on the cheek or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people have orchestrated her to contact me now because people wanted to see what I think of my cousin Julie now because of what happened with me and fucking Haley, right? So they think that I want to do my cousins. You know, it's not even funny, you know, because of what has happened behind the scenes. It's so immense, what they've taken away from me by this time, and I didn't even know. So Juliet contacted me. Nick, the white guy from Morley, he started making me wait now. If I wanted to get gear off him, he'd make me wait for ages, and usually Nick never used to make me wait. No one did. Now everybody started making me wait. That's what everybody was doing. So I'd sit there waiting. People make me wait. Because they see me, they've been exploiting me in my room. They know I just sit around doing nothing. Because I've gone to work, I come back, chill out in my room, do nothing. And I'm a chilled out kind of guy. So now people make me wait. It's also for the fact of Haley and Lorenzo and that. Because I hadn't seen Lorenzo and everything. I hadn't sorted out that business yet, my personal business, so everybody else is fucking bullying me about it. This is what was going on, and I didn't know. Drug dealers are making me wait for my personal business, but they dealing me drugs. You understand that? Major work companies are bullying me, oppressing me. The system, the hospital, Perth Royal Hospital, the doctor, one step, next step. Federal Advice Bureau, they all know my business and they all bully me in my life, and I didn't know that. They've got a big file of pain. This is what was going on. This time I guarantee you, I've been profiled through the police records and the police system because they think I'm a rapist, pervert, pedophile, and they're watching me, right? Now the neighborhood I walk around in, up the road here in Bentley, where I walk around most nights with the dog, at 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at night, because I go to work, I come back, then I walk the dog. I don't do much in my life. That was it. I was quite happy doing that. So the neighborhood I constantly walk around in for the couple of years, 2012, 13, 14, and 15, that hall that I pass every night is where Corryn Rainey got taken from and murdered. You know what I'm saying? This is the area that I'm walking past that same hall every night. And the system's watching me, police as well. They're watching me too because I'm walking at strange hours of the night. So this is where Loyd Rainey's wife had got taken from, Corryn Rainey, and murdered. That's the hall up the road here. So I can guarantee you I've been profiled in the police system because they accuse me of being a rapist as well. I bet you I've been profiled through the whole system for DNA, for crimes because they say I'm a criminal, for rapes, for all sorts of crimes. I guarantee you that. And that would be an invasion of my rights and my privacy. I can guarantee you that's what they've been doing. So even more reason to watch me. Like I said, because I'm always out strange hours of the night. But the thing is, I walk around there so often and people still treat me like I'm a stranger. I thought by now I would have had people in the neighborhood go, "Hey, yeah, mate, how you going? How are you? I see you walking here all the time." Nothing, mate. Everybody's labeled me some kind of dog. I didn't know. Now, Nikki is always making me wait now. He started making me wait. One time there at something markets across from the Galleria there in Morley. He came and he came with a bag of gear and he asked me. He showed me the bag. It was quite bigger than normal. And he asked me if I've got scales. And I said, no, I don't have scales because I don't deal drugs. And it was a bit of a strange interaction because he knows that I'll never have them. He was selling it. So I think he was trying to set me up. They were trying to set me up. I'm pretty sure about this because they wanted to give me gear, a certain amount of gear, because that bag was bigger than usual. And he wanted to see if I've got scales. So when I left, the police would have pulled me over because everybody knows me. And they've accused me of all these crimes and all this stuff. So they were trying to get me busted for drugs. Because all the crimes people accuse me of, there's no drug dealing in it. So they can't, and these crimes they accuse me of is something from the past that I'm not guilty of and I wasn't aware of. So the only thing they can do at this time is bust me for drugs, for something valid and that people can see or they can do me for, you know what I'm saying? Because all the things they accuse me of is from the past, so they can't do nothing about it. So that's what they've been trying to do and I didn't know that. This is before they took my hip away from me. I'm getting to that in a minute. Then he hooked me up with another two of his friends, next to Crimea Street, in Morley there. And he was also doing the same thing. He was telling me about his mates owing him money and his shit, and his mates was telling me about him. They all knew each other. They were surrounding me with fucking depression, oppressing me in my character and my nature, and feeding me drama and bullshit. They were just surrounding my head with depression, bro, and bringing me down all the time. This was a strategical thing that they were doing, all together. Family, friends, dealers, the system, workmates. They were all trying to bring me down, depress me, while oppressing me at the same time. A strategy. Why? What did I do to anybody? What did I do to them? How come everybody can bully me like that? But nobody can stand up for me? How come nobody can stand up for me? And Nick came with his black Commodore one time there next to Red Rooster Chicken Treat in Morley. And he had different mags on his car. People think I'm fucking stupid because they've been looking at me. And if I had a scafe, they think I'm fucking dwarf. Now he came with different mags on his car. Now I know he came with different mags on his car to see if I'm going to recognize he's got different mags on his car. That's what the system was doing, all these people. I can't believe that people were playing such psychological mind games with me to see the recognition of things. He wanted to see if I knew that he's got different mags on his car. The first bloody thing I noticed, because it's a fucking wicked car, man. So that was orchestrated to happen on purpose. The two guys at his house, I don't know who they are, but I always thought they were undercover cops, the way they were acting very strange. Now, I don't know what they were there for. Nick's got a wife and a kid. And all this pedophilia and rape that they blame me for, what are they trying to pretend to be protection or something? Who the fuck are they? Who are those guys at Rob's house? Where are they from in the system? You know what I mean? My brother, his sister's husband, Adrian Devauz. Byron was telling me that Adrian owes him about $10,000. $10,000 again. And Byron wasn't getting his money and he was a bit shitty about it. And Adrian had borrowed his car. And Adrian had damaged the bonnet. It had all these little dents in it and stuff, you know. And Byron was telling me about this and I thought, oh yeah, well that's a bit swag, you know, it's your family and stuff, so. You know, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And Byron had also given my RC card to him that I paid $500 for. So I thought to myself, okay, you know what? I'm going to go have a chat with Adrian. Now, Adrian's a cool guy. I know Adrian for a long time. So I asked Byron, I said, Byron, look, I'm going to go have a chat with Adrian now, because I want my car back. When I'm at home, I've got nothing to do. I can play with my remote control car. A lot of fun, petrol powered, you know. And I'll have a chat to him about, you know, what's going on with your money and stuff and this and that. I just wanted to stand up for my brother, represent my family, you know, be loyal to my family. So it was all good, it was all good. And then one day after me and Byron had a great day, he dropped me off at Brownie Towers there. And as he dropped me off, I said, yeah, okay, so cool, man. I'm going to go have a chat with Adrian, eh? And then he just went off at me, you know. He's like, oh, fucking don't worry about it, man. What? Oh, just let it go. Hey, and he was carrying on. You know, he's carrying on like I'd done something wrong to him. And he made me feel really bad, you know, after having such a good day together. I remember that day because of the way he made me feel. And then he left and he went and I was feeling depressed after that, you know what I mean? Like I'd done something wrong to him. And he was just fucking bullying me, you know what I mean? He said that to me on purpose. He made me feel like a cunt on purpose, you know? I was disappointed because I had actually asked him if I could do it first. So I was taking a precautionary measure to handle my business. And after I'd done that and confirmed it with Byron came down on me and made me feel like I'd done something wrong. After I handled it perfectly and made me feel like a real cunt. And I just wanted to stand up for him and get my car back. And this was all orchestrated to happen. So why did you bother saying I can do it first and then when I... Anyway. Now towards the end of 2013 I was doing inductions for Morgan Fuller. Another chick from down at EDI that bullied me. Because I went to the airport and the airport was changing and all this at that time. And I got there and something to do with the times. The plane was taking off already. And I called her up, I said this and that, blah, blah, blah. Morgan, what's going on, this and that? And then she said, oh, well, okay, it doesn't matter because I still have to do some inductions. And then she sent me to this other place. I didn't have no cash on me, so I had to go to this other place in Welshpool there and do inductions. I think it was working at Heights Refresher or something in a confined space maybe. I can't remember exactly. And then I got to this place, so I'm rushing around everywhere now, you know. I've got to catch a bus, I've got to look up on my phone. I'm stressed out now, you know. I'm stressing a bit. So I handle my business, I get to this place and I'm about 10, 15 minutes late. And now the lady there at the place, she says, oh, sorry, you're just 5 minutes late. We can't let you in, sorry. Hey, now I'm stressing because I've got to do this course, then catch a plane later in the day to go to work. Hey, so I ring up Morgan Fuller. And she says to me, oh, Byron, you know, I'm really trying to get you this job and this, blah, blah, blah. You already missed the flight, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm just going to have to cancel the whole job. Hey, now I'm fucking, you know, my heart's pumping. I'm stressed. It's like my mother's on my back. I've been unemployed now for another month or 2 or 3 because I've been doing shutdowns. And I didn't know. The system was taking my fucking jobs. They were making me feel like this on purpose. They orchestrated all this. Morgan Fuller was bullying me. She's saying, babe, no, I'm going to have to cancel the job. You already missed the flight, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It was all orchestrated to happen like that. They were trying to make me stress and anxious and fucking, you know what I mean? And depressed and feeling down. They surrounded my life with drama. They bringing it to me. Work companies, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't do nothing to nobody. People are picking on me and mocking me. And I was on the phone and I was like, hey, no, please, no, don't cancel the job, you know, I'll do anything. What do I have to do, you know? And then she was like, oh, yeah, okay. This, that, blah, blah, blah. They organized the course at the same place for about 11 o'clock, you know? Hey, you know, when I think of these situations, I'm so depressed. I'm very sad about them, you know? I've lost my career, my jobs, my house, my cars, my kids. I was supposed to be out of the Gorgon job now, with all of that in my life. When I talk about these stories, I'm very sad about them, that people are deliberately oppressing me in my life, disregarding my rights, exploiting me, and mocking me and bullying me. You know what I mean? I feel sad about it. Like, why me? What did I do to them? And why are they trying to destroy and assassinate my character? Usually in my life, I try to handle things very calmly and coolly. I've made a point in my life, I came to a point in my life where that's how I'll have to handle myself as an adult. And people are contradicting it, man. I came to a cool point in my life where it's all good. You know, take it easy. People know that, and they contradicted my life and surrounded me with drama, bullshit, anxiety and depression. Assassinating my character, everybody. That was Morgan Fuller from Downers EDI. There was a guy there on that job, Zach. I got some steroids off him. I got steroids off him because while I was on this job, I had asked Byron to send me up. I had some testosterone, so I wanted to work out, put on some muscles. But anyway, I asked Byron to send them up for me. He didn't want to do it. I said to him, Byron, just send them up in a box. Don't put your name on it, and it's fine. He didn't want to do it. John, the guy I got them off, I said to him, can you send them up for me, John? You know, because I'm at work, in workouts, pump a bit of juice. You know, get big and strong. John didn't want to do it. And I thought, how? These guys are all so big and tough and got your lives in order, and you're always, you know, you're always walking around like you're men, but you're scared to post me a little package with a couple of packages with a bit of steroids in it. You don't even have to put your name on it. I asked my mum to do it, yeah? And I said the same thing to my mum, don't put your name on it. Because then they'll ask, if it does get caught in the mail, then they'll see who sent it. And then you'll get into trouble. So don't put your name on it. Send it, put my name on it, it's for me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll handle it from there if it gets caught. So it comes back to me, because I'm asking you to do me that favor. So I said, don't put your name on it. If anything happens, I'll take responsibility for it. So anyway, I waited for weeks, and the steroids never came. And I went to the BHP camp there for the lady in charge, and she said to me that they had done a raid at the airport, and so that's probably why they're not there. And I thought, oh, shit, really? Now I know that's bullshit. That was all orchestrated. Everybody knew that I wanted those steroids. I'm not even sure if they got sent. I don't even think there was a raid at the airport in Port Hedland. Because everybody knew what was going on in my life. My life was orchestrated by everybody else. I didn't even fucking know. I thought I'm doing things myself. Everything was orchestrated for failure in my life. And I ended up getting some steroids up there from a guy named Zach. Nice guy, Kiwi guy. I didn't even use them. I ended up giving them to my brother, Byron, because I ran out of money and I needed money, so I gave them to Byron for a couple $100. So I ended up giving him the juice. He didn't even want to fucking send me any juice, but I ended up giving it to him because I was desperate and I needed cash at that time. Because the system had robbed me. I was out of money. People were bullying me like and making a sucker of me, mocking me. But they've taken my manhood from me, my respect, my power. They've taken my power from me and they all fucking bullying me, man. Can you believe it? This is going on behind my back. And I didn't catch on to anything because I trust these people. I trust my work colleagues, my supervisor, I trust my family, I trust my friends. They've all been dogging me, man. All been mocking me. Marlon Aliphonse. Fucking Marlon. I was sitting at home one day, end of 2014. Knock, knock at the door. Now I had a smoke, right? So I'm a little, and I haven't dosed for a day, so I'm a little jittery, I'm a little paranoid. And people were taking advantage of me and manipulating my vulnerability, bro. This is what I noticed. People, all the stories